Now in Action 2 News at 10, the Packers are heading to the NFC Championship after defeating Seattle tonight. Action 2 Sports breaks it all down for us live from Lambeau Field. Plus, Dakota Sherrick is live outside the stadium talking with fans. We'll hear from her in a few minutes.
From WBAY TV, your first alert station, Action 2 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Our top story, of course, is the Packers' big win against Seattle. They now advance to the next round of playoffs. Our sports crew standing by live at Lambeau Field with the post-game report. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Brittany, and welcome everybody to snowy Lambeau Field. The snow arrived a little bit late, but the Packers were right on time as they beat Seattle and move on to their third NFC Championship game appearance in the last 6 years. And gone and forgotten are those two non-playoff years over the last two seasons. As this Packer team now moves to 14-3 and has a date with the number one seed San Francisco 49ers next Sunday in Santa Clara. Let's show you how it went down here tonight at Lambeau Field. The Packers open the game with a 75-yard drive, but they do it without number 75. Right tackle Brian Bulaga taken down in pregame warm-ups with the bug that's been going through the team. The signing of Jared Veldheer proves important once again. No hiccups with Veldheer. They go down the field. Aaron Rodgers, 20-yard toss to Davante Adams, his sixth touchdown in the last 7 games. 7-3 in the second. Packers go 75 yards again. Adams with 3 catches for 44 yards on the first 3 plays. He also drew an 18-yard pass interference call. Aaron Jones finishing off the drive, plows it in from the 1. They did review it, but still a touchdown, 14-3. Za'Darius Smith, a wrecking ball in the first half. Wearing a T-shirt that says snubbed on it after his all-pro snub. Helps hold the Seattle just those 3 first-half points thanks to 2 sacks. Well, Jones caps off the first half scoring the final yard of a 60-yard drive, his 21st of the year. The Packers lead at 21-3 at the half. In the second half, Russell Wilson starts, well, doing what he does best. Opening drive of the second half, scramble here for 22 yards. Now, eventually, they get to the doorstop, and they turn it over to who else? Marshawn Lynch. He can do this still. Bulls in from the 1, and it's 21-10. But Rodgers and Adams respond. 5-play drive goes 75 yards. Adams turns around Trey Flowers twice on this 40-yard score. 28-10. Adams, 160 receiving yards, a franchise record. But Wilson does it again. Drives the Seahawks 84 yards. His mobility causing big problems. Finds Tyler Lockett 7 yards out. 28-17. Packers going to the 4th. Then Seattle makes it 3 straight touchdown drives. Lynch capping off a 79-yard drive. 2-point conversion fails, so it's 28-23 with 9.5 minutes to go. A lot of time. Seattle would get it back, still down 5, but not a 4th straight touchdown drive. Preston Smith returns from getting dinged up. Huge third down sack, forcing a punt. 2:32 to go, but the Packers able to run out the clock. 2 MVP throws from Rodgers. The first on 3rd and 8 to Adams. A franchise record, like I said, for him, 160 receiving yards. Another 3rd and 8 after the 2-minute warning. Rodgers puts it on Jimmy Graham. The spot is confirmed. That is a first down, and that allows the Packers to run out the clock. They are moving on to San Francisco. 28-23 the final. Like I said, 3rd championship game appearance in the last 6 years, and maybe the 3rd time. This time will be the charm.
All I can say is that was pretty indicative of our entire season right there, with another game going right down to the wire. So proud of our guys and just the way they battle and play for each other. It's a resilient group. It wasn't always pretty at times, but, you know, it was great at the end of the game there. We made plays when we had to. Our defense stepped up and was able to get that sack on Russell, and then there's no better way to close out a football game than in a 4-minute mode where you have to convert a couple 3rd downs. And really happy for all our guys. We knew they were going to be a tough team, and they took it right down to the wire.
Okay, so here is what Championship Sunday looks like in the AFC. And again, that's the first game next Sunday afternoon. It'll be the Tennessee Titans visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs down 24-0 today. The Texans came back and won big. And then, of course, the rematch. The last game the Packers lost was at San Francisco. That was 6 games ago. And they meet again, kickoff at 5:40 Central Time. Same time as today. Hopefully the same result for the Packers, and they will be on to Miami where they won't have to think about snow for a while. All right, much more on this game coming up. Cover 2 comes your way tonight, 10:35, live here from Lambeau Field. Dave Schrader, Bailey Burmaster out here with me. Jason, Rob, and Mark will go on the clock. Cover 2 live tonight, 10:35. We hope you join us on a whole lot more to talk about with this game. Brittany?
Thanks, Chris. Heading outside of the stadium now where Dakota Sherrick is talking with fans. Dakota, how are they reacting tonight?
Brittany, fans were thrilled by this Packers victory tonight, and that was clear as fans were filtering out of the stadium. Many of them were cheering, and everyone was so happy not only that the Packers won their first playoff game, but did it right here at Lambeau Field. All this weekend, the Packers fans I spoke with were confident there would be a win, and even though it got close there in the second half, they're certainly happy to be proven right. A lot of factors played into tonight's victory, but one of the things most fans gave credit to was the Packers' defense.
Defense keeping together, working through it.
Our defense played really good, and Aaron Rodgers actually pulled his stuff together.
Well, controlling Russell Wilson, keeping him in check. I think the defense and the offense did well. There was up and downs for sure, but, we prevailed and we got it.
And of course, all those Packers fans predict another victory during their next playoff matchup. Live at Lambeau Field, Dakota Sherrick, Action 2 News.
Thanks, Dakota. And as you can tell from our Packers post-game coverage, snow is moving across our area right now. David Ura standing by in the First Alert Weather Center. David, what can we expect by the morning commute?
Well, the good news is the steady snow should be pushed out of the area by the time most of you would be taking to the roads tomorrow morning, but anything that's left untreated is still going to be slippery and could be snow covered. Generally expecting 1 to 3 inches of snow across the area, but there is the potential, especially as you get from just south of Green Bay right through Appleton, Oshkosh, and to the west, that we could see totals closer to 3 or 4 inches. Here is a live look downtown Green Bay. Roads nearly snow covered. Similar story in Appleton right now, and where the snow has been coming down for a little bit longer in Oshkosh downtown as well, seeing snow covered roads. So this is what it will look like out there for the rest of the night for anything that doesn't get treated, as that snow will continue to come down. Visibility is reduced where we're seeing that snowfall. So here it is on First Alert Viper Max, just starting to push into lakeside areas. It will continue spreading to the north as well, but that snow pretty much gone by 7 a.m. Just a few lingering flakes left over. Decreasing clouds into tomorrow afternoon, but an active week ahead. More on that coming up.
Thanks, David. Looking at current road conditions with First Alert traffic now. As David just mentioned, snow is overspreading northeastern Wisconsin. There could be slippery stretches along Interstate 41 throughout the Fox Valley. The snow is just moving into lakeshore areas. Interstate 43 is in decent driving shape now, but that will change as the snow continues. Plus, the city of Green Bay is still owed money for 2016 presidential campaign rallies, what they are doing to collect those fees.